Good morning, guys. Welcome to Grammar. Alright, so this week we are doing a little bit of review. We're going back over some stuff that we've already learned. We're going to be talking about sentences again because, of course, sentences are really important. You have to know how to write a good sentence before you leave second grade. So let's go back over some sentences. Alright, so we know that a sentence is a group of words that tells one whole thought. That's a complete sentence. Like one thing you think of is one sentence. A sentence has to have a subject and a predicate. A sentence needs a capital at the beginning and an end mark at the end. And a fragment, or a sentence fragment, is a group of words that does not tell a whole thought. It's missing something. It's just a little piece of a sentence. It's not the whole thing. Let's talk about when I say a sentence has a subject and a predicate. That's kind of what we're focusing on today. So, sentences need a subject and a predicate to be complete. A subject is what tells it's who or what the sentence is about. And then the predicate tells what the subject is doing. We talked about that back near the beginning of the year. So let's look at these sentences right here. Let's see if we can find the subjects and the predicates of those sentences. Because if we can find the subjects and the predicates, we will know if sentences are complete, because they have to have those things. So, the subject is who the sentence is about. So in The Boy Plays the Harmonica, what is that sentence about, or who is it about? Good, yeah, it's about the boy. And what does the boy do? Yeah, he plays the harmonica, or just plays. You can just do one word. Good. Subject and predicate. That's a whole sentence if it has a subject and a predicate. Alright, what about cars drive through the tunnel? What's the subject? Who or what is it about? Who or what is doing something? Yeah, the cars. And then the predicate is what are they doing? So the cars drive, right? They drive through the tunnel. But you just have to do the one word. So subject and predicate. If a sentence has a subject and a predicate, it's going to be a complete sentence. Alright, what about and rain falls from the sky? Who or what is that sentence about? Yeah, the rain. That's what's doing something. And what does the rain do? That's right, it falls from the sky. So subject and predicate, that's a whole sentence. What about in that last sentence? The pretty flowers grow by the tree. Yeah, this one's about the flowers, or the pretty flowers. And what does the pretty flowers do? Good, they grow by the tree. So subject and predicate. If a sentence has a subject and a predicate, it will be a whole sentence. If you look at these two sentences down here, runs really fast. Is that a whole sentence? Whoops. Is that a whole sentence? No, because it's missing the subject. It tells me what they do. It's telling me that it runs really fast, but it doesn't tell me who or what. It's missing its subject. So this would be a fragment or not a whole sentence because it doesn't tell me who's doing it. It's missing the subject. What about the fuzzy dog? Would that be a whole sentence? No, it's missing its predicate. It tells me the fuzzy dog, but it doesn't tell me what the fuzzy dog is doing. So, if it's missing a subject or a predicate, it will be a fragment or not a whole sentence, okay? Alright, let's practice that just a little bit more. So, on this one, we're going to see if we can decide which one is the real sentence, because one of these is a sentence and one of them is a fragment or not a sentence. So, do you think it's A or B? Some animals dive into the sea along the river in the evening. Remember, which one has the subject and the predicate? It tells you who and it tells you what they're doing. Good. This one, it should be A, because the animals are the subject. What do the animals do? They dive into the sea. So it has the subject and the predicate. This one doesn't tell me, it doesn't have a subject and a predicate. So it's not a sentence. What about this one? Which one of these would be the good whole sentence? Pill bugs live in the dark underneath a rock. Yeah, this one's A too, because it tells me who or what. It's about the pill bugs. And what do the pill bugs do? Well, they live in the dark. So it's got the subject and the predicate, and that's a good sentence. This one didn't have a subject or a predicate, so it's not a whole sentence. It's not a good sentence. What about this one? Locating food on the ground. Scavengers fly overhead. Which one has a subject and a predicate? This one's B, yep, because who is the sentence about? It's about scavengers. What do the scavengers do? They fly overhead, so that's your subject and your predicate. Locating food on the ground, it tells me what they're doing. They're locating food, but it doesn't tell me who. It's missing its subject. So good. This one was a good sentence. Let's try one more. Producers are plants eaten by consumers. Which one of those would be a good whole sentence that has a subject and a predicate? Yeah, producers are plants. It's A, because it tells me who's it about. It's about producers, and it tells me what the producers, they are plants. So very good, very good. All right, so your practice today, you're going to get onto IXL again, and you've got some practice on subjects and predicates and complete sentences, okay? All right, if you have any trouble with this, let me know. But remember, this is definitely something that's important, so do your best. Bye, guys.